You with the one and only boxing guru for this episode of Under the Microscope. I see Jermall Charlo done accepted DB David Benavidez invitation for a big fight in September. Oh, this how boxing should be, and it used to be. When a credible foe calls out another foe, so they can get this dough, they make the fight happen. It ain't none of that playing around, BSing around, or just smoke chasing, cloud chasing, or whatever you want to call it. This how fighters act and react. Let's get it in. Let's get it on. Because I believe Jermall Charlo will beat DB, David Benavidez. David Benavidez skills is not up on the level of Jermall Charlo. And I believe Jermall Charlo, like he said, he's going to knock out David Benavidez. I see it coming. If Jermall Charlo fight right like he's supposed to, like I said, it's going to be a carbon copy of how Bernard Hopkins used to dissect people even at a late age in boxing, where he boxes on the outside, gets inside, grapple, hold your hands where you can't get punches off. I'm going to see Jermall Charlo walking David Benavidez around the ring, pushing him around the ring, hitting him with the body shots, the head shots, hard shots to the head. So I see Jermall Charlo doing the right thing, calling David Benavidez out since he can't get Canelo Alvarez. This was the next best move in boxing for Jermall Charlo. A credible name, a young, exciting fighter that's tailor-made for Jermall Charlo. This is going to be epic. And the location got to be epic too to just seal the deal on this fight. I'm looking for this fight to be in LA at the Staples Center because Jermall Charlo want to come in as the bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? We're gonna knock David Benavidez out. And I'm not saying this just because Jermall Charlo is black and I'm black. No, I'm just saying as far as boxing, because I like DB, David Benavidez. But I think he done wrote a check that his butt can't cash for running off at the mouth. He's too young. He should get a 2-fight deal with Jermall Charlo just to redeem himself. But I think after the beatdown and the knockout, he going to have to take a lesser foe just to get himself back, because I see it going like that. So this fight definitely has to fight in the Staples Center because you wanted to have a bunch of Mexican Latinos in attendance. Plus, this probably will be one of LA's first major events coming back after COVID, because in June or September, all that should be lifted. So I'm looking for that to play out then and on pay-per-view. This fight is worthy of pay-per-view because you got two young, strong lions going at each other, risking everything, putting their O on the line. So this is definitely worth the attention that it's going to receive. So I'm definitely waiting for this fight to see if my prediction going to come right. My prediction was right last week when DB David Benavidez stopped Ronald Ellis. I predicted that because Ronald's style was not suitable for DB. He boxed on the outside, and that was Ronald Ellis. That was his flaw and his weakness, and I knew that was going to be his downfall against David Benavidez. But he had success in the first round when he came out real aggressive. He needed to keep that up. That would have made a difference. But see, Jermall Charlo is much bigger and stronger than Ronald Ellis. And he can fight on the inside. And he can manhandle DB around the ring. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fight plays out. But I think I'm going to be right on this fight as usual, that Jermall Charlo TKO stops David Benavidez in LA in front of the Mexican Latino fans. So this would be lit if it comes to pass. But I think it will. It should be. Because I think Heyman and Jermall Charlo should do big numbers there. Jermall trying to be a superstar. So sometimes you got to go on the road. You got to go to other people's hometowns, in their backyards to get it in wherever you want to. Because if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And David Benavidez is the man as far as Mexicans is concerned. You want them on your bandwagon to support you. if you're Jermall Charlo. So I wouldn't have this fight in Houston, Texas, or Vegas. This fight definitely belongs at the Staples Center in LA. These are the words of the one and only boxing guru for this episode of Under the Microscope. Jermall Charlo manned up, took the invitation to fight David Benavidez, and he will knock him out in September.